So today I'm doing a video on 3 ways to find your career passion. And in today's video, I'll be sharing 3 ways that obviously you can find career passion. But I wanted to do this video because this is something that comes up a lot with the women I work with, but also because I have a program which is called the Passion Finder, and it's all about helping people find passion, because when people are unhappy at work or they need career rejuvenation, passion is the word that comes up a lot. They seem to have lost their passion for their work. They seem to have lost their passion for life a little bit, and they need a bit of help and guidance to help them get their passion back. So I'm going to be sharing with you 3 ways that you can find your passion again if you're unhappy at work, or work is feeling stagnant, or you're just not sure about what you want. So the first tip is, and this usually is quite a tricky one with the women I work with, but I always ask them to do this exercise because it's something that can be really, really interesting for them, because a lot of interesting things come up. And that is, number 1, to remember what you love about what you do and to write a list about it. And a lot of people struggle with this one because if you're already unhappy at work, then it's really hard to write a list. Or even if you are unhappy at work, there are some tasks and some things that you actually enjoy doing. For example, some of the women I've worked with who come from different backgrounds, if they are in a customer service role, they like interacting with people, they like being in meetings and discussing and sharing ideas. But maybe some of the other things they don't like are doing admin works or admin related tasks or repetitive tasks or things like that. So the whole idea is just to focus on all the positive things that you like about your current job or current career, and to just try and think about, okay, not only do I like it, but why do I like it, and what is it that shows that I have a passion for it. So this list can really, really help people who feel really as though their work is just not lighting them up anymore. But it's an interesting exercise to do as well, because it really, really is about helping a lady and a woman understand what they like and what they don't like. Okay, so the first task is just to write a list down of all the things that they currently like and love about what they do, because this revives some of the energy that is needed to help them find their passion. That's the first task. The second thing to do is to sort of reevaluate your values. And what I mean by this one, reevaluate your values, is that many of the women who come to me, they are going through periods of transition. So the biggest transition is usually they get married or they have kids, and this changes their perspective on life. This changes their values and belief systems. And sometimes if they've gone back to work after maternity, or they're going to work sort of after they had kids for a while, their values are not the same as when they weren't a mum. So this changes things for them. And one psychologist that I talk about quite a lot is called Donald Super, and he talks about this in relation to your career choice. He talks about the fact that we have different stages of career choice, and when these values come up, we're usually going through a period of how can I put it? We go through a period of where we're really, really looking at what our establishment phase is to what our sort of phase of when we're experimenting is. And the phase of experimenting and job hunting is usually from the ages of 20 to 25. The establishment phase is 25 to 45. And this is the stage of career choice that I'm actually working with women. And so it's really, really important that when new values come up for the women I work with, and it's not necessarily women who become mums, your values could come up because you've gone through redundancy, or maybe you've realised that the job that you're in, it is too corporate for you, and you actually want to help people or you want to make a difference in the world. So when I mean reevaluate your values, I mean what may have happened to you to help you readdress your values. Because if you go through a death in the family, or if something happens which really, really changes your perspective on things, this can shake things up for you. And the values you had when you started working in a job where money was important may not seem as important as when you're transitioning and you're changing as you get older. So number 2 is reevaluate your values and think about how you have changed since you first started your career. Because if you've been in that career for more than 10 years, chances are you're going to change as a person. And chances are what you used to think when you first started have completely changed. So that's number 2. Number 3 is, what are you passionate about in life right now, and how could this all relate to your work? So whenever I ask this question to the women when I do a career discovery call with them, the thing that comes up is their kids, their family, spending time with their partner, maybe a hobby or a particular thing that they do on the weekend, like exercise or cooking or something like that. And I say, okay, so that passion that you feel, that enthusiasm that you feel, how can you relate that to your working life? What can you do so that you can exhibit some of that passion in a career or in a job that you really, really like? And usually with this one, this is an emotional one, right? So the women I speak to say they feel happy when maybe they're spending time with their family. They feel really, really enthusiastic when they're getting to do exercise, or they're doing a hobby like cooking or something. So then it's really, really about, if we go back to number 2 a little bit, reevaluating your values and then looking at what you're passionate about in real life. How can you inject some of that passion into something that is a career or something that is a job? Because what I tend to see, the pattern I tend to see the most with the first one, is that the reason the passion has gone is because that job is not fulfilling them, and that job is not really what they should be doing. So this is the stage then where, if they choose to work with me, it's about sitting down and devising a plan to help with that. So number 3 is all about the emotions behind what makes you feel passionate. So what I'm going to quickly do is just recap over those 3 things. Number 1 is, remember what you love about your job already and write down a list of all these things, even if you're unhappy at work. Number 2 is reevaluate your values and what has changed for you in the last 5 to 10 years since you first started your career. And number 3 is all about thinking about what you're passionate about in life and relating this to your dream job, dream career, or something that maybe you would love to do. So thank you so much for watching this video. I know this video is a little bit more longer than normal, but I just wanted to come in and share all this with you to help you find your passion in your dream career. Thank you very much. Bye.